So, I played a single league with this bad Mamma Jamma, and now it's time to go again. This is IceBURG Urza. I did call it Whurza on the stream title. That is incorrect since we are not playing War of Invention. Instead, we were playing Goblin Engineer. This is following a cue from the current Grixis Whurza lists. However, the reason that you play Goblin Engineer is to make Thopter Foundry, Sword of the Meek come together most effectively and most quickly. We are simultaneously playing the Urza core. So we've got Gilded Goose, we've got Emry, and we've got Uro in here as well. Not playing any copies of the Mox Amber for acceleration. This is a little bit more fair. We're playing Talisman of Creativity, and I'm trying out some Mazemind Tomes. Sorry, one Talisman of Creativity, one Talisman of Curiosity, and then Mazemind Tome. And we've got 28 quote-unquote artifacts for the density of those effects. And we've got an Ensnaring Bridge as well. It doesn't really count. It's a little bit too expensive. You can also bury the Ensnaring Bridge with Goblin Engineer. So there's a lot of different paths to victory for this deck following the IceBURG lists that I love. Having 28 things that are or create artifacts make me happy, because then when Urza comes down, he's more likely to produce extra mana. Goblin Engineer is going to have things to sacrifice to swap things in and out of the graveyard. I took out the Ichor Wellspring because we've got Witching Well and Mazemind Tome to sort of exist in those slots. We are trying Mazemind Tome out here for the first time in this kind of list. And then we've got Wrenn and Six and Cryptic Command in this list in the main deck instead of the Galvanic Blasts of yore. We only need one Mystic Sanctuary to make it functional, as the IceBURG list has taught me recently, and we will see if that works out here in practice. The first time I ran this through, we were playing Galvanic Blast in the main, and while it's occasionally pretty good, I just wanted to try out this version as well with this sort of higher power, higher reward setup here. Needs more Clothis. Maybe. Sounds like a sideboard card. I don't know. So without further ado, let's hop into the queue. I should try to remember that. That's funny. That's very me. Clothis is great. We just hit 2 4-1s in a row after a couple of 3-2s in a row, so we have been on fire a little bit here. Okay, good. We have the right deck. League details, go. Today I found out what a bodega is, which is funny because I was essentially working in what was kind of a bodega the day before. I referred to Florida as, after my grandmother was like, oh, it's heaven's waiting room. And I'm like, yeah, Satan's bodega. And then I was like, what the hell is a bodega? So I had to look it up. It's basically the place where you age your wine. Sure, Alex knew that, but I sure didn't. Yeah, bodega. Well, now you know. It's an educational stream. Yeah, something like Boyega is the spelling of his name. Winning the die roll. I like that. Oh yeah, I mean, I'll always look at something. 0 lander, huh? Nah. 1 lander. It's a pretty good 1 lander. Yeah, I still have that blue-white Urza deck, which we could end up playing. This is blue-black Urza with Narset and, yeah, Gaia Reach. Nice. And Puzzle Box. Nice, nice, nice. I was thinking of playing like blue-black Thopter Sword. How married are you to this whole having lands thing? I think we're going to keep this one, even though it's potentially really fucking bad. Opponent molds to 6. Maybe we'll get lucky. Opponent molds to 5. Oh, God. Don't think we're lucky anymore. I think we're dead. Opponent mulls to 4. We're so dead. Love that Lurk's punch-worthy guy. You're funny as shit, dude. Yep. It's the Tronic. Land? Yeah, buddy. We're still fucked, but you know. Talisman into Witching Well is the best we can do. Zagoth Triome, so I want a Steamy Vents here. A nice cube hand. Man, if they hit turn 3 Tron, we're so fucked. Okay, so next turn I can play Chromatic Star, crack Chromatic Star, get the island, and play the Emry, so let's just go top. Yeah, we can play both of those next turn. Bug-centered video games? Wait, are you playing Bug Fables, Larynx Punchworthy? Because that game is good. Shit. Are you playing Bug Fables? Oh, Hollow Knight. Yeah. Well, fuck. Nope. Well, that's the worst possible. So hard to tell if your new brew is bad or you're getting unlucky. Well, they did mull to 4 for Tron. Like, they're playing their deck correctly. So the only unlucky part was that of their 4 cards in hand, the threat they played was Karn the Great Creator. Which is pretty obvious if they get Trinisphere. Jesus fucking Christ. So basically we have to top deck land and Cryptic Command. Yeah, we're done here. I don't have a sideboard against this matchup. I think our main deck is about as good as it gets. And I want to say that we, like, didn't have a good enough start there, but that was about as good as we could expect. And I guess I could bring in Galvanic Blast to potentially kill Karn. Could also board in the Damping Sphere because Goblin Engineer can get it out quicker than Karn can. So EE's not very good. Spellbomb not very good. And Bridge is likely unnecessary. Oh, for you as well. Yeah. Yes. Yes, testing testing brews can be a harsh mistress in the modern queue. It's very apt to fail. Wrenn and Six is not particularly good in this matchup. We don't have any Field of Ruins in our 95. Hope of Gurpur. That's good to know. Good to know that that thing's working in Modern. So this looks like a turn 3 Damping Sphere, but we need to draw an artifact. That said, we have plenty of cheap artifacts in our deck, and we only have to draw it by the 3rd turn. No Field of Ruin, why even bother? We're playing Wasteland. We're not. That's not legal. Well, that'll do. They want the link to my YouTube. Gee. Yep. All right. Whew. Turn 3 Tron every time. Wait, I can't play this. Well, sure hope I draw something great. Nope. We put so many damn artifacts in our deck. I guess cutting that one engineered explosives was a mistake. Have you tried playing? I can cast most of these. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to go Shock Uro. We're going to get him by representing with this island. Uro's great. Uro's freaking bomb. We're going to play more Uros. We're playing 4. That's going to be Karn. Oh. Wormcoil? Walking Ballista? Oh, fuck. Ah. Yeah. Well, we could beat this. My deck is fucking with me. What are the chances that this turn they play Karn Liberated with Veil of Summer backup? Basically 0 now, but could have been. They put Karn Liberated into their hand, then they play Karn the Great Creator? What? Okay. Let's go counter draw. O-Stone? Real. Wow. Well, there goes my Dampen Sphere. I mean, it's a good thing I can play it off my Karn, but we drew like the opposite half of our deck from game one. Game one was all artifacts, and we get wrecked by Karn. This game, it is all like non-artifacts, and because of that, we couldn't set up our Damping Sphere and stop this from happening. Yikes. And we know they have Karn Liberated in their hand. So I could play my Karn and have 1 mana left over afterwards, which if I had a Pithing Needle in my sideboard would be great. But we have Spyglass. So that's no good. I know what we're going to do. Did you just bring up the best Urza land on my channel? Yep, the big boy. Yep. It's a legal play. I missed shooting the Walking Ballista in response. It's okay. We'll be fine. Yeah, the Sultai deck does seem cool with that part. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. You guys ready? You just got boated. Oh no. Boat. And now they're gonna play Kozilek. +1 boat. This is my +1 boat of smiting. Oh my god! Oh! Why? If we top deck Karn, though. If we top deck Karn. What are they getting with this, though? Liquimetal Coating? Trinisphere. Maybe they'll animate our boat. We could top deck Karn and wreck this. And hit them for 6. Well, 5. Urza's an okay draw. What if you just drew nothing relevant? What about that one, Zach? What about that? There is something interesting, which is... Oops. Oh, there's a Trinisphere, right. Well, that's fine. I don't need it for what I'm doing. So let's put Karn to 1 so he won't stick around. And then Sky Noodle. Who wants to flicker my boat? Unless they Ulamog away all my lands. Or my boat. They animate nothing? Okay, this is a good sign. O-Stone. O-Stone. Oh, fuck. I mean, I can make them pop it, probably. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Stop it. Thragtusk? Wormcoil. Okay. I can probably make them pop the O-Stone here, though. Which is good enough. That's a great draw. So we'll leave open green, red, post Urion. Urion. What do you got, nerd? What do you got? What they should do is, in response to its enter the battlefield trigger, pop the O-Stone. We'll see what they do. Okay, this is good for us. Oh, I can't play that anyway. Because they didn't pop it yet. Alright, fair enough. Bye, Karn. Bye. That's terrifying. What's terrifying? The boat coming back? Oh, please. Please pop this now. Oh, no, they're fate countering. Oh, they didn't have enough mana to pop it. I'm an idiot. I wasn't actually counting their mana. I just assumed they had infinity. Oh, please. Please fate counter your Karn. Please, for the love of God. Do it. They did. That's amazing. I love this player. Nice human, but does not understand what's happening here. It's fine by me. He's back. Okay. Artifacts are now off lockdown, although see how much it matters. Hope of Girapur and Necrogen Spellbomb locks. I mean, it's not surprising. You didn't attack my Wrenn and Six? That's fine. You go nuts. You killed my Wrenn and Six. I assume they had a second Karn since they were so willing to let their old one die. But they fate countered that one, right? Like, that, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. In the pot, 5/5/5. No, O-Stone, no. Just glad we're back in this game. I mean, we don't know that, but it seems okay. They still have a ludicrous amount of resources, right? And they've got the Wormcoil tokens. Sorry, my tickle in my throat. But it's possible. So we could play Mazemind Tome, draw a card, and still play Talisman into Thopter Foundry. Yeah, we can play our stuff now. I wanted the other half of the combo, but okay. I'll take it. I tapped the wrong Triome. That's okay. Probably. It's cool because they were going to have a Karn anyway, right? Plays Tower. Man, they have infinite mana, but I'm doing too much with it. Could also be happy finding an Uro anytime deck. Anytime. Rainforest. I mean, it's good because we've got the Wrenn and Six. Hey! How you doing, Kilgore Trout? Ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I too wish they had like some kind of fade down the middle. Let's go Wrenn and Six. Crack the Misty, pick up the Misty. And then I think we're just going to sit for this turn, because largely doesn't matter what I do with any of this. We're just going to be playing Cryptic Command. Hopefully they play their threat pre-combat, because they've been really goofy. Also, they didn't crank their Blast Zone to kill all my 2-drops. Not sure why. Okay, now they're going to do it. Okay, so we're going to lose the Wrenn and Six anyway, so that's okay. Put 0 charge counters on it. They are not familiar with the Magic Online interface. All is dust. They're making me sacrifice 1 permanent? Okay. You got it. Getchi, your big creature. It's Ulamog. They have 9 mana right now. We can kind of survive the Ulamog, I guess. So it's right. Sure. They haven't played land yet. Yeah, they're gonna get another tower and then yeah. Well, I can counter it and tap their team. You know what? This is probably actually kind of okay. Whoa. Okay. Opponent with the major slops. I mean, that's fine. Sword. That's pretty good, actually. We have enough cards in our graveyard to escape an Uro. Did we lose one earlier? We did, but we still have 3 more. Plus 2 Goblin Engineers, 4 Urzas. It's not going to matter when they draw a payoff now, but... Or like an Ancient Stirrings, which is even worse because you're like... Bye, nerds. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to reset Cryptic there. Shit. All right. Please. Yeah. Okay, this time they crank. That's fine. This is long time in the coming. No. O-Stone? Last one. Okay, sure. You got it. Oh, I should have made a Thopter. Oh, well. No! No! Ah! I would have had the Cryptic. God, this deck. Alright. So, we can reset and bounce it. And then maybe draw another Cryptic or something. Oh, man. Goddamn Tron. And if we'd gotten to keep our Mazemind Tome that they killed earlier. But they actually killed the Mazemind Tome instead of just lands. Come on. Come on, let's finally draw a reasonable card. It's not what I was talking about, but sure. Thanks, deck. Thank you. I too love eggs. They're great for breakfast. High in protein. I'm feeling lucky. Maybe. Full price Emry. The problem is, if I play the Thopter Foundry first to reduce the cost of Emry, they both die to the Ugin. Because the Ugin's a fair and balanced Magic card. Why am I playing this Emry? I have no flippin' idea. Maybe we'll build one of our Uros. Nope. 31 cards into our deck, only seen one Uro. God, we're so screwed. I guess maybe they play Ugin and shoot me instead of down-ticking, or shooting Emry. Maybe we pick up Karn? We could top deck Karn. Eugene's not the problem, Tron is. They shot me? They have to have something else. Good God. Second Ulamog? Fuck. Walking Ballista. Nice. Nice. Well, if I hadn't screwed that game up, we would have been a lot closer. Geomancer's Gambit is 2 in a red, Field of Ruin text plus draw a card. Is that correct? Actually, we would have been really close if I had done that properly. Shit. I screwed up. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Pogo Shark. What? Huh. For some reason, I thought Geomancer's Gambit was Field of Ruins text, but, or rather, Field of Ruins effect. I thought it hit one land on their side and one land on your side. Don't know why. This deck and unplayable hands. Name a more iconic duo. Actually, technically this says turn 2 Emry, because we can play Chromatic Star and Engineer Explosives, announce Emry, pay for it by sacking the Chromatic Star. That said, that's probably a really bad idea in this super interaction-filled metagame. Keep bottom of Foundry. Yeah, that seems good. So we get Zagoth Triome, play Thopter Foundry, and then see where we go from there. We do have a turn 3 bridge with next to no cards in hand. Or turn 4 bridge. We'll see. Well, this is a terrible hand to keep against this kind of deck. Maybe we'll just naturally hit our Sword of the Meek really early and just crush them. Man can dream, though. Man can dream. Oh! They're gonna force it? Fuck, they might force it. That would be not great. Okay. Probably means they have Teferi in their hand, or they don't have a force. Holy jumping. So the reason I played the Ensnaring Bridge that turn is not necessarily because they were unlikely to counter it, but if the counter in their hand is Mana Leak, then this turn I can play a land and have Emry through Mana Leak. Emry's kind of my only ticket to winning this game for the moment. I'm hoping what they have right now is Force Negation, but it's probably Archmage's Charm. Maybe they have a Path as well. Milled and Uro. That's awesome. Opt. Neat. I'm guessing they had Force Negation. They just wanted to play it. We don't... They're probably on Miracle lists. It could be on Miracles. We don't actually know that yet. They're on one of the two. One of the two bigger blue-white control decks. I don't think they're on Sharkblade if they're playing Frantic Inventory. Miracles. Yeah, Miracles. I think Miracles is the one that I always hear Americans say, and it kind of like tilts me a little bit. I think it's Miracles. Okay, so play the Bauble. Force my Bauble. That's rude. Sure. So we just put Urian in our hand? Probably means they don't have creature removal. Do you think? The fact that they haven't killed my Emry so far, I'm pretty sure means they don't have creature removal. Engineer's gonna be sick. If I ever find red mana... Not a good sign. So turn our 3-mana bridge into a Thopter. Yikes. Man, this hand has not worked out at all. Maybe this deck is not good. Maybe that's what we're supposed to be learning from this. I wonder if they have Snap. I bet they have Snap in hand. I don't want to just jam Urian into Mana Leak here. But, like, this Teferi is just going to take over this game very quickly. Ah, okay, maybe they do have a path. We'll flicker our Emry just because she could mill more useful artifacts. Specifically, sort of the Meek. She mills Star, Bauble, Misty Rainforest, and another Emry. Okay, well, technically I have enough. Forgot about that card. I was like, they don't know that they have a... I just feel like my decks are generally garbage against Tron, and we got 2-0'd. So, like... Because and the second game was horrible because... Like, not horrible, I mean horribly unfortunate because we had the Goblin Engineer and somehow didn't have a single artifact to sacrifice to get our Damping Sphere into play. Like, that's messed up in this deck for that to happen. So this kind of sucks because it's just going to eat a counter. Three Emry's gone already. Yikes. Just going to eat it. Whoa. That resolved? How did that resolve? What the flip? Is there more reasons why I'm hesitant to condemn the deck this early? No, I agree with you, but it just doesn't feel great to be in this like weird middle ground constantly where it's like, oh, everything I have is not lining up. Like everything. It's not like some of the deck feels good and we get beat by something that like, oh, that got us good. It's just like everything about this kind of feels like really clunky. But don't get me wrong, like the betrayal of depending on feel is that on a small sample size it will betray you. So we can assemble Thopter Sword here, but only if we can get this Goblin Engineer through. And I don't... I only have one red right now, so the way I get to the second red is by resolving this Wrenn and Six. So let's see if they'll let it happen first. Maybe I should have just played the Mazemind Tome first, but fuck. Yeah, they have too many cards. Like there's no, I don't think I can crack through with anything relevant here. Oh, dude, I'm so excited that you were on there and that you came on down to the channel. That's great, man. I hope you have a good time playing Magic Online as much as you do with Magic Arena. Honestly thought you were going to lose. Well, I screwed up one turn where I didn't reset my Cryptic Command. So if you watch the replay, don't take me too seriously. I am very much disappointed by Urza decks recently, and it's been a bitter pill for me. Every Urza deck I play feels like it's like not close to being good enough, and I love Urza decks, but they're just really clunky now. Yeah. I mean, if they don't have Force of Negation, maybe that's good, but this Teferi is so close. No. Okay, that's actually not that scary against Thopter Sword. No, I love Urza. I need Urza to be better. Not Urza Tron. Not Tron. The actual factual Urza. Lord High Artificer. Okay, so they have to have specifically Force, and 2 of them are in their graveyard. They could fetch a Mystic Sanctuary and draw. Shit. They're going to have it. Oh, man. Yeah. They're going to have the exact line I was just talking about on top of everything else. Is it opt, or do I have to work harder? So they could Archmage's Charm or Tron Masters. Yeah, it seems like it, huh? Well, no, Mox Opal's in it. And Force of Will. But yeah, there's a lot of Tron stuff. And like big, expensive Planeswalkers and stuff. I mean, if you open a Karn Liberated, you can draft Tron, which is pretty cool. Forces sick reprint. I agree. I agree. Do they not know how to get this Force of Negation off the top of their library? What are you doing? Yep. I can counter that. Huh, that's funny. They do get a 4/4 Shark. And I am going to have to get my Sword of the Meek, or my Thopter Foundry back into play. But I think this works for me. We'll see if they have removal for my Goblin Engineer. Yeah, let's get Spellbomb. Aether Spellbomb. Oh, maybe Engineered Explosives? Yeah, I don't have one yet. And then play the Star. That kind of worked out. Yeah, the Force of Will reprint flavor text is banging, I will say. Well done. Oh, is there Walking Ballista in the set? I saw the Basilisk Collar, but I didn't see Walking Ballista. It's Teferi on 8 and Shark Typhoon in play. If I win this game. Frantic Inventory for 1 card, sure. No, sorry, 2. Pass the turn. Wow. Oh, they just want to attack first. I mean, I'll take 4. Keep my Thopter. Can turn my Thopter into a Thopter Foundry. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The problem is Teferi's going to ult now. I can't stop it. Snap. Shit. Yep, yeah. You had it all. You had it all the whole time. I don't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. All right. Well, we have a couple of draws here. Let's see if we can hit something great. Well, they have infinite mana open, so I needed like 3 great things here. Yeah, the new Force of Will is unbelievably beautiful. Fuck. Oh, come on. Have a good one, new friend. Have a good one. Oh, we're spinning our wheels incredibly ineffectively. Love to arena me sometime. I very rarely play arena, but maybe. Maybe. Okay, so we got absolutely dominated in game 1 by Miraculous. So let's see if we can get something going in game 2. We don't have any sideboard for this match, unfortunately. But our deck is kind of pre-sideboarded with Karn and Goblin Engineer and some of the cards. So I think we'll keep the Ensnaring Bridge. And I like having a Sword of the Meek in the sideboard to grab with Karn. So... I like the idea of this deck. Yeah. Definitely feels like the numbers aren't shaking up very well. I mean, we got quick Thopter Foundry here with Sword of the Meek. Problem is, Force of Negation is going to cut our nonsense up, but we'll try it. We'll try it. So they kept their 7, and they kind of need to have Force of Negation. So let's see if we can get them. So I'm going to use my Goose. This should have gotten green-black. Because then this can get the Ketria Triome. We have everything that we need. That said, we just got to slam Thopter Foundry here and pray, I'm pretty sure, but... I'm missing red or black in the future. We'll see if it matters. Oh, I was really, really hoping they didn't play that card. All right. All right. Stupid freaking blue-white player. Okay. It's probably going to be okay. Maybe. Definitely not. Oh, why can't I make a good Urza deck? It's because I'm trying too hard and doing stupid crap like this one. So I'd rather have black or red. Red for Wrenn and Six and what's it called? Goblin Engineer. That's the other card. Spellsnare's kind of bad except for when it's really good. In Modern right now, it's pretty good. It's like way better on average than when it's not. Like there's very few matchups in which it isn't quite good because it feels like the curve got dragged down. There's the occasional deck against which it's like not that good, but most decks have some pretty impactful 2-drops. If the deck you're playing against doesn't fold Chalice on one, there's a good chance this Spell Snare is a good card against them. Yeah, of course. Well, we get our red this way. Now they're going to have Teferi, the 3-drop Teferi here. Mentor? That's nuts. Okay. Night, Alex. Yikes. This is some serious Gift of the Magi shit. Yep. I think that's the danger of playing the 4-color deck that is not like a hard control deck. This is Teferi? Okay, this is Teferi. Okay. Bounce my Chromatic Star. Sure. I would say where are the lands, but I know I'm not playing that many, but I'm not playing this few that many. I don't think. Jesus. Witching Well. Okay, so next turn we have not quite the ability to cast Arrow. Well, shit. We'll see how all in they go on the first batch of Mentor tokens. We have a second Engineer Explosives afterwards anyway, so. Frantic Inventory is a good get at this point. I haven't seen an Urza in any of these games. I literally feel like I'm not playing it. Like, it's like crazy how inconsistent this has been. Like, I'm aware playing the deck in the configuration that this is will be inconsistent. Like, I get that, but it's not... Was there a 60-card iteration before this? Not of this deck, no. If you've ever seen a deck that I've played with Urza and Karn, I don't build 60-card versions of that. It's not usually worth it. It's not... Sorry, it's not that it's not worth it. That's the wrong way to say that. I don't think that setup works as well for 60 cards, because you want 4 Urzas and you want 4 Karns. And so if you were to play 60 cards, you probably wouldn't be able to play 4 of both. So like I did one, was it blue-white Urza Karn? Jeskai Urza Karn? It was Jeskai Urza Karn, I think. And I played like 2 or 3 Karns, and it was like weird. Because if you play Karn, you have to take up the same amount of sideboard slots, no matter how many Karns you play. So you kind of want to maximize how many Karns you're playing. And then Urza is like the best card in these artifact decks. So you definitely want to maximize your Urzas, right? So let's pop this Engineered Explosives. Then take 4, hopefully. Nope, 5. This deck wants to be playing Metallic Rebuke, so we could fight earlier, but... There he is, just in time to be useless, I'm sure. Because there's no way anything I'm going to play here is going to resolve. My other option was to play Arrow from the graveyard using this Chromatic Star to filter my green. Yeah, we're just done here. Shit. It's okay. It's okay. My janky brew is not going well. It's alright. Let's move along. It feels like when I play this deck, these are like the O2s where we didn't do anything. It's all good. This is definitely a very experimental version of the deck. It took the mildly successful to wildly successful Teamer Kinnan deck, and I gutted out all of the fun bits because it seemed like they were getting worse and worse without Astrolabe, and put in the Thopter Sword combo, which in itself is pretty good, but it just seems like it doesn't come together, or we lose before we're able to, or it's just like Force of Negation is so savage when I have to, like, it just feels like nothing ever works out. Like, they always have the Force when I'm playing Thopter Foundry, when I already have the sword in my graveyard, or when the sword gets stuck in my hand in my 80-card deck, they have the Force of Negation then. Like, it's so brutal. Okay. This is the kind of early game hand we want. This is turn 2 Wrenn and Six on the play. Whew. Dodge the discard. Okay, these decks should be largely some of our better matchups. So let's get green. Oh, I miss Arkham's Astrolabe so much. Please play Bob. Do it. Oh. Oh no. I'm not playing the Galvanic Blasts, Jiggy. I'm not playing the Galvanic Blasts. It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Wait, I have it. I have that.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Ah!
It's a great quote, though. I need to use that one more often. Well, we got a pretty sick early couple turns here. Huh? Huh? Look at that sequence. Did y'all see how much value I just had? Yep. What's up? Do they have it? Do they have it, though? They didn't reveal anything with this. What? What? I mean, not that it matters, but... Oh, they did somehow. And then immediately put it on the stack. Mother flipper! The Bauble will survive. Yeah, the Bauble survives. It destroys both at the same time. The replacement effect just doesn't care. So we'll take out 2 cryptics. God damn it. My deck is the perfect balance of awful. Walking Bee? What, to sideboard it in? No, it's for Karn. Yeah, it's for Karn. I do feel like we also want the Aether Gust, though. Is it too slow off of Karn? Well, it's not too slow when you get it off of Karn, I guess, is the way to think about it. Because like you like to actually disrupt their comp. Well, I guess you can just kill the Harbinger. When it enters the battlefield, you kill the Harbinger, and then they can fetch the Kiki, but they can make infinite copies, but it's not good enough. Yeah, but the problem is 1 Walking Ballista, which you can only tutor for with Goblin Engineer. You need to play it with the Emry afterwards, and that's really slow too. 4-color mana bases are not easy. Agreed. Well, the thing about this deck, I don't think this deck can play the Triomes. This deck has to play out too aggressively too early, and the Triomes are just bad. 1 Mystic Sanctuary in the 80-card deck might be okay, but I think the Triomes are bad in this list. Maybe we just go out the last Cryptic. Go out a Thopter Foundry because we can wish for it if we need to. Go out a Wrenn and Six because Wrenn and Six is not that good in this matchup. It doesn't kill Snoop. It doesn't kill a lot of the goblins. Well, Urza was 100% absent from the last deck dump, and I don't have high hopes for this one. This hand is pretty good, though. This thing is just god-awful here, but hand is good. Yeah, Wrenn 6 without... I think without Astrolabe, it's just too hard to play Wrenn 6 in a lot of these decks. You just get pushed in too many directions too quickly. not a discard spell? We took the Engineer. That's an interesting choice. Maybe they have a Tarfire, so they're going to be able to remove my Emry anyway. Let's see. Sure. Well, that's pretty good. I don't get to play him early or anything, but... Matron? Oh, no. The munitions expert? I can Aether Gust this. It costs me my food. We have to gamble and see if we can pick up a land for Urza next turn, but I guess that's probably the right thing to do. We do have 2 draws, so maybe we'll hit it. I have a second Aether Gust, though, so I could buy another turn, I guess. That's not great. Okay. So I can play Witching Well or Chromatic Sphere, but I can't do both. Chromatic Star is probably better, because then it's just in play. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. No, Witching Well was better. Well, 6 of 1 half doesn't either. Their Aether Vial can't get the Munitions Expert this turn, so they have to cast it again, and we can Aether Gust again. So let's draw another land. An untapped land. Mystic Sanctuary is fine. We have 3 islands. Good night, Mizixel. Just play like a ringleader instead, dude. It's totally fine. Dude, dudette, dude they, dude robot. Okay. Clunk. Deuterino. There you go. Yeah, Munitions Expert is has flash, so. Jeez. All right. If I don't draw the land here, I Urza finally shows up. It just is like just the worst. Okay, let's see what they target. I would like to play this until end of turn. Okay. Okay. Actually, play Witching Well. Still no freaking land? Good lord. I guess I should have left them there because I'm going to Emry them off, I guess. Fudge. This is going to be so brutal when this mills like 3 lands. 0? No, Scalding Tarn. 1. And another Urza. Where were these Urzas before? Jesus. Alright. Well, apparently on one of those turns I should have just made a food with Gilded Goose and then cracked it in the next turn to play the Urza, because that would have worked. Also, if we had had a Moxie Amber at any point there, not that I'm playing it, that's the point, but it's going to be the Chieftain. +1/+1 and haste guy. Matron, sure. So this gets the Snoop. If we can pick up a land for Urza, we're safe from this, but otherwise we'll be in trouble quickly. Munitions expert again. Rude. Good lord. Witch's Vengeance, yeah, I guess. Do you think that should see more play? No, Plague Engineer is better. Look at their board. Just look. Thank you. Took you long enough, deck. All right. We can also reset another Aether Gust here, which is kind of great. So maybe. Maybe, baby. Yes. Why am I Mr. Sparkle? You like Mr. Sparkle? Well, I am Mr. Sparkle. I get that Plague Engineer is better against almost all the time. I guess my question is if more of those effects are necessary nowadays. Yes. The sorcery part matters. Versus Plague Engineer, which is also a sorcery speed. The tribal hate cards have been kind of reasonable for a little while though, so like it's not surprising that one's like okay-ish. Whew! They go wide. Okay, how many goblins do you want to lose? 0? Well, that works for me. I don't even need to do anything here. So I won't. Just draw my next Aether Gust. We can Urian this turn? Yeah, we can't double up, but that's good enough. Oh, resetting it. Yeah, maybe. The thing about Witch's Vengeance, though, is I feel like most of the decks that could be playing Witch's Vengeance could also be playing Dead of Winter or Damnation. Plague Engineer is definitely the number one choice. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Okay, so we've got double Aether Gust here, so we're pretty safe. Top card. Don't need Snow-Covered Forest. Talisman is okay. Can actually crack this Witch as well, their end step if we want to too. Which I probably will. Snoop. Nature on top. Let's gust the Snoop, see what they do with that. See ya. Probably just top it. And then try the same thing again next turn. Bottoms it. Oh, because they got the matron. Sure. That makes sense. 2 CMC eventually, which just gets them a Snoop. So they get a Snoop and a 1/1 body. Sook. Nice. Oh no, the matron's uncounterable. There's no goblins with cast triggers, luckily though. I think I want to play Temur, Kin, and Urza some more. This has made me curious. Playing this version with Thopter Sword has made me curious. I wonder if the Temur, Kin, and Urza deck can be saved. I bet it can. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! That's not red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we're dead. Are we? No. Yes? I have a food token? Depends on how they attack. Depends on how and if they attack. They all have haste. I am so fucking dead. Shit. Oh. Okay. I don't have enough mana to crack this food and play the Aether Gust, so I can't do anything right now. I have to wait until now. No, we are okay. We get to live. We do get to live. At least for the short term. So put the War Chief on top. Stay of Execute, exactly. If they sack it, we sack our food token in response. Yeah, they have 11 creatures. If I play Talisman, I don't have enough mana to make and crack the food with full blocks, so we just have to pass here. God, this is so friggin' savage. No, 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 no. Okay. Well, I can't stop it. It's gonna kill one of my constructs. Shit. Oh, maybe not. So they're gonna attack with everything but the Sling Gang? I think we lived through this. It's going to be very close. They should blow up one of my constructs before they give me the chance to block. Let's see if they're clever enough to do it. Fuck. I think we're just dead then. I think this ends up being real close to exact. So blocks there. Let's block name brand creatures. Okay. Hello. I think that kind of helps. Not really, but. So I'm taking 4 plus, yeah, I'm taking 4. I'm going to take 6 from so let's see. I'm at 10. I'm going to take 6 from combat and then 7 more. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Yeah. I don't know, let's find out. I think it's exact. Yeah, it's exact. Fuck. Alright. I think I'm done for tonight. It's after midnight. I gotta work tomorrow. This deck has been just real disappointing both times I've played it. So I think it's definitely just stretched too thin. It's not doing any one thing well enough. So we should either be playing Whurza and probably not playing Uro and not playing Gilded Goose and not playing Wrenn and Six, or we should not be playing the Thopter Foundry combo. Mazemind Tome was kind of cool. I'll see if I can find a place for this in the Teamer deck. But well, we just got trashed by everything, right? Like it wasn't no, I'm good. I'm totally fine. Like I don't need things to change as much as I need to have less faith in this absolutely silly idea that I had for how I could make Urza great again. I think focusing on 3-color decks, so like the Sultai deck can be a Thopter Foundry deck, but doesn't need Wrenn and Six, doesn't need Goblin Engineer, can play Whurza, can play more interaction. Maybe there's a Sultai 80 card. Maybe. With the Infinite Combo and Whurza as a toolbox instead of Goblin Engineer. I also wanted to try blue-black Thopter Sword, maybe even without Urza. Because the Thopter Sword combo is so good in so many matchups. And I know you're supposed to have Urza so that you can always have the Infinite out, but I'm not sure that it's necessary. Anyway, I'm going to finish up my rambling and call it a night. But thank you so much for tuning in, checking this out. Anybody who did, we had great results all day long with IceBURG and Blue-White Sharkblade. And then my very speculative IceBURG Urza deck was not successful, as most of the Urza decks recently have not been. Hopefully we can find some kind of Urza shell. I hope people in the Urza Cabal out there are working on amazing things. I know my man Jiggy Wiggy is, and so hopefully we can find other insane people to help generate good ideas for us as we try to save Urza a little bit. So I will see y'all soon enough, and take care of your friends, family, loved ones. Be nice to strangers.